Hey, what's going on guys? It's Needle. In today's video, I will be showing you guys how you should properly be using aim assist here in Season 10 of Fortnite. And before we jump too far into the video explaining how everything's going to be working for all my controller players out there, I would like to let you guys know that this isn't a full-blown aim assist abuse tutorial like I've done in the past, just due to the fact that over many seasons and many patches, Epic has done a good job of nerfing it just to make it a lot more balanced and not something where you can just L2 spam and take all of your AR gunfights like that. So something to keep in mind. And just to show you guys how much it has changed, I will show you a clip from about like Season 6 or so from Obey Upshaw when he was just straight up using aim assist in a solo match. He was at the top of Paradise Palms at the hotel and he just let loose with his assault rifle. And then after that, I will roll a clip of him recently, actually just yesterday, what I would consider aim assist abuse now here in Season 10, just to show you guys the differences of how you could actually use it and how it's not as overpowered as it once was. So let's roll those clips and let's talk about it after.
Yo, kid, watch me crank, dog. Oh my God! No!
So, as you guys can see between the first and the second clip, we have some clear and major differences in just how aim assist functions in the game. In the first clip, he was in a solo map and it was off the start, so obviously there's going to be a lot of guys just running around Paradise. It looked like it was a pretty hot drop, and he was going to town. And like I said, this is about over a year ago at this time, so this is when it was just pre-everything. No nerfs, no patches to stop it yet, and aim assist was just full-on auto-rotate onto their head. Hit L2, obviously it requires good aim a little bit. You still have to frame up the shot, line them up, but if you just hit L2 and hit R2 at the same time, you're going to hit some shots. So that clip was a good example of showing just how overpowered it was at one time. And then in the second clip, he was just having some fun in arena. He cranked a 90 to the sky, and then obviously you saw him, he was just aiming in, no L2 spam involved, and aim assist just kind of took over and helped him hit that double dink back-to-back 72s on his opponent, which shows you that before it was a lot more overpowered, a lot more in your face of an issue in the game, and now it's something more subtle that it's more. So you guys know I got you covered. I will be showing you how you can use aim assist, and I'll be covering more on one, close range, so anything with shotguns, with SMGs, how you can use it to your advantage. Then we're going to do more medium range, so just straight assault rifle about, I would say, 50 to 100 meters away. And then after that, we'll get into the fun part, more of snipers and deagles. You can't really abuse aim assist with snipers, but more of sniper range, how you can use deagles and still use some of the AR, such as the infantry, to really abuse some 200 meter plus shots. So without further ado, let's get into it. And if you guys are enjoying the video so far, make sure to spam the like button and make sure to turn on post notifications if you guys enjoy the video. And as always, if you enjoy the content on the channel, make sure to subscribe. Guys, so now to show you guys some actual examples of just how overpowered aim assist still is in some ways and just how it works. This is the main mechanic I like to actually quote unquote abuse aim assist with, and this is going to be the auto rotate feature. So pay attention to my crosshair and pay attention to this bot on my screen. So you notice right here, my crosshair, I don't have any part of my crosshair on him, but I'll hit L2 and let's see what happens. As you guys can see, it directly goes to his like right shoulder, and if you look at my crosshair, not even the right part of my crosshair is even on him. Let's see if this even triggers it right here. Same thing, it'll hit his right shoulder. So that's the main feature I actually like to use. It's like to use myself, and it's basically just L2ing until you get that nice little target right on their body, and it allows for just an easy body shot like this. So that's the main feature I use, and then other than that though, there's no other thing you need to really worry about when it comes to aim assist. But you might be wondering, how can I use this close range, medium range, and long range like you were saying? So the first big part of it is going to be shotgun aim. And a lot of the times on controller, I don't actually like to aim, like jumping around like this and hip firing. I will spam L2 a little bit with my shotgun. So I'll just show you guys on the bot here how I would do it. So let's say I'm running up close to a target. I will literally run up and L2 them like that. It's just a like really quick, smooth motion with the shotgun, and it just, you can get really easy headshots. So I'll just throw on some builds to show you guys can do some edits with it, and every time you can get straight to their head. So I'll do one more just to show you guys how I do with the shotgun. As this bot is completely lasering me, he must have aim assist too. Hit some edits, and then boom, every time. And it's all about framing up that shot beforehand like this. You want to get them in your crosshair and then just L2 and let that auto rotate. And now for medium range. I would say I'm a hefty distance away. I'm about 60 meters, so yeah, fair enough. Would consider that medium range. Now, let's say if the guy was legit just running across, he was moving from the blue target to where this guy is here. I personally, myself, this is how I would approach the fight. I would try to get my auto rotate on for the first shot. So I would probably hit L2 twice to try to get my rotate onto him. And then after that, if the guy's legit just running, I will track him like this, like so. I'm legit tracking and I'm not going in and out with my L2. So personally, that's how I am. I really don't abuse aim assist. I'm not going to be like jittery, kind of like back and forth L2 spamming. It's a lot easier than that. You use L2 to get that first shot accuracy to do a damage on the first shot, and then you simply track from there. But there are some situations where, let's say a guy's standing still, where it's not going to be the best just because Bloom's going to work against you if they're standing still. The crosshair is just going to get bigger. So in this situation, if this guy was botted out, AFK, whatever, not moving very much for whatever reason, this is how I would do it. I would use the auto rotate feature that I was just showing you guys that I think is so great. I would use that and do something like this. And that very well would be considered L2 spam, I would say. But this is more against people who are standing still or not moving a lot. In a real fight, people are not going to move like that. They're actually going to take their time, build, blah, 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 do X, Y, and Z for their movement where you have to track. So something to keep in mind. And a little tip for you guys for medium, and you can really abuse this long range as well, is when you have an AR like this and you want to use the auto rotate, you want to double tap L2 on your first shot. I think I covered this in my last aim assist abuse video as well. But so look what happens if I just hit L2 once onto him. It's probably going to rotate onto his body. Let's check. Yeah, rotate onto his body for 33. But let's say I put my crosshair right here and hit L2 twice. It'll rotate once right here onto his body, right? And then I hit it again, and it'll adjust right to his head. So if you don't believe me and you want to see it in real time, it would look something like this. So L2 spam twice, straight to the head. So let's do it again just to show you. The first rotate puts you onto their body, and then the second one puts you right onto their head. So again, try to get it locked on. That's a body one. We got to try to get the head. He wasn't really set. Right to the head. So that shows you right there that you can still do the L2 spam with the auto rotate a bit. It's a little glitchy since it gets a headshot every time, but that's all for like the medium and the close range. Now let's get on to your favorite part, the long range deagle shots. Alright, now we have a hefty distance away from this guy. I'll even move back a little bit more just to show you how you can still use it with the deagle. And they haven't really nerfed aim assist with the deagle, I don't think. They've more of nerfed just how good the deagle is. The deagle used to be able to like hit for a lot harder. Let's see, how far away? 137 meters, and we got some height. So we're pretty far away. So just to show you guys, the auto rotate feature does work with the deagle as well. And this is pretty nuts to me that this still works the way it does. So I mean, let's just try it. So all the way up here, 104. And with the deagle, it's all about framing up the shot beforehand. And this goes for any kind of fight you take on controller. It's hard to aim how it is. So look how I try to line him up in my crosshair beforehand. So the L2 just adds that little bit of assist, like it should. It's just aim assist. And it's going to allow me just to hit some nice shots. Like, I'll try to show you guys. So like moving around a little bit, you just got to, oh gosh. Moving around a little bit, just going to frame him up into the crosshair right here. 52, try to move around a bit, frame him up again, 52. So you can still very well abuse aim assist with the deagle long range. I personally like to do it myself, and like you can barely even see this guy. So imagine if you're in Paradise, like Upshot was in that one clip with the deagle, you can still go off with the deagle. Like, yeah, it's every time with L2 spam with the deagle. It's still, I would say this is the most broken part of aim assist, the fact that you can do this. But to be fair, they have nerfed the deagle a lot. Like I said, the deagle used to hit for closer to 150, right? Now there's some drop off on it, but yeah, dude, it's literally every single time with the Deagle. I was honestly surprised. I'm surprised right now while I'm doing this that this is like so instant. So yeah, I guess this is more aim assist abuse right here. The fact that you can do this. Let me get a little bit closer because that's kind of nuts that I'm just hitting that far away. So the main thing I wanted, like, just let you guys know in this video is that you need to be using the auto rotate feature to your advantage. And yeah, sure, it might be considered aim assist abuse. I don't consider it. Like I said, if you want to actually aim and have some good AR aim, if someone's running, you want to just do this, the double tap L2 twice to lock on to shoot, and then from there you want to spray your shots and track. It's not all about just L2 spamming. You can't get away with doing this. If you're taking anything away, learn that you just can't L2 spam like that. You actually need to take your shots and need to track depending on where they are going. So hopefully this video did help you guys with understanding the mechanics of aim assist a little bit better, and just understanding that you can still abuse aim assist a little bit. The Deagle shots are a little insane, but yeah, I mainly use it close quarters. I don't look to go out of my way and go get some long range shots up, so something to keep in mind that you really can't abuse this with shotguns more than anything. But yeah, it is fun just to spam L2 sometimes, I can't lie. That's all for me, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to sub, turn on noties. You guys know the deal. Leave a like on the video. Comment down below what your favorite gun to spam L2 with is. That's all for me, guys. See you guys in the next one. Peace.